Morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess, here to do your reading for Thursday the 1st of November. 1st of November, nearly Christmas, and so not organised. So I hope you're all well. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I continue to enjoy the comments and how you're going in your life, where you're up to. I particularly love people who tell me what the meaning of the cards was for them, because sometimes I read and I think that's so convoluted, such an odd reading, and yet it really applies to people, so I'm really happy about that. Again, if the readings don't resonate, please move on. Some fabulous readers out there. I particularly just watched Soulful Revolution, and I particularly like her readings because I relate to her journey, because mine has been so similar, which many of us have been. So it's really nice sometimes to hear about other people, because you know that you're not alone on this journey. So I sometimes wish I had had the support to do some of the things I've done along the way, but I was obviously meant to be on my own doing that. So okay, let's do this. What's cracking for Thursday, 1st of November? Oh, very nice. There's nothing like getting the 10 of Pentacles just to pick your day up. Beautiful. So 10 of Pentacles, money coming in somewhere. Actually, I think we've had a bit of money this week, so hopefully people are, accumulating some wealth or bringing in money from somewhere that they need. I understand that, manifesting money isn't easy for everyone. Everybody's not in the right place to do that in their, journey. But for some of you out there, there's money coming in. There may be investments coming to fruition. This can be sometimes an inheritance coming your way, payout, money from, settlements and things like that. So it's all happening. It's beautiful. Okay, so the first card we have out is the 8 of Cups. Now, the 8 of Cups talks about walking away from something. I hope you're not walking away from the money, but you may well be. If things aren't, serving your greater good, you might be moving away from something that was financially lucrative. But whatever you're walking away from here, it's because you haven't found what you've wanted on your journey. So whether that was, it implies it might be cups here, but when you think about the 7 of Cups, these cups could all hold things that maybe you're not interested in having. So you may be moving to something that you're much more interested in getting your hands on. Okay, yes, here we have the Magician. So talking about manifesting, he is the manifester. So you're definitely in the place for manifesting at the moment. You're walking away from something. You're going towards something that's more financially viable. You could be going towards something that's just more tangible for you. So you're definitely manifesting in something new here. For every one of you, that might be quite different. It could be, as I said, money. It could be that you're manifesting in love here with this 8 of Cups. Okay, because obviously it's been a pretty heavy journey, and you're acknowledging now that you've carried a lot of issues and problems around with you. The 10 of Wands is a card of, managing a lot of things at once. The Wands talk about passion, drive, all those sort of things, but when you're carrying this many around, it doesn't mean that much to you. Sorry, I've got a lot of glare on the cards this morning. So this can be often just, the troubles and worries of day-to-day stuff, but you're definitely ready to put it down here. Okay, there may have been some sleepless nights here too. So some of you are walking away and trying to manifest a new life or a new existence. This is really tough stuff, this Nine of Swords, because it talks of sleepless nights, demons and whatever. And it's really funny because I haven't spoken with my family of origin for a while now, and I keep dreaming of my siblings. So I wake up every morning thinking I don't want to face that. So obviously I have some deeper things, some deeper seated feelings that I still need to work on. So just brings them to my awareness. But that's the sort of thing we're talking about here. You know, dreaming about inner demons, trying to understand the journey that you're on and why you've been put in the position you have. But definitely a need here to acknowledge those demons. Okay, and there's a card of choice here. We've seen the Two of Swords quite a bit this week. I feel like there's a lot of people working to cut things out of their lives. A lot of secrets being revealed here. You know, I always talk about this Two of Swords. She wears a blindfold in it. She's blind to the truth. That doesn't mean she doesn't have to do it. There is this need now to cut something out of your life, to cut your losses, something. And with this moving on here, and this, you know, this journey, this, you know, carrying around so many burdens and not sleeping at nights, there's a call from the universe to cut something out and move forward. And the universe is saying you have the power to manifest, and if it's money you're after, you've got that as well. So if you really, you know, scared of moving forward, this, you know, the spirit is saying that you will be okay here. You're being well supported. And it's sort of got this message coming through, and it's sort of like what they're trying to say is, you know, you don't trust what's being offered here, but look what you're putting up with. So I get this feeling that they're trying to say to you, you know, how much worse could it be? You know, if you're really dealing with this sort of stuff here and you're choosing to move forward from that, how much worse can it be? It just reminds me of a dream I had once. I have a lot of sort of very prophetic vision dreams, you know, in lucid dreams, in that in between sleep and or lucid dreaming. And I remember them standing behind me one time trying to push me into this really, really dark forest. And I remember saying to them, I don't want to go in there. And they said to me, you know, you've got to face those fears. You've got to go into the forest. You have to, you know, have a look at those things that make you fearful. And I remember standing there and they were pushing me into this place and I didn't want to go. And they were sort of saying to me, well, you know, that's how you do it. You have to face those fears. I'll never forget it because it was so impactful. We have the Page of Cups here, so there's some sort of offer coming in here. So I'm not quite sure what this offer's about. It is a cup. So it's only a small offer and it's right in the middle of your reading. So let's just put another card down. I don't think whatever this offer is, you're ready to take it at the moment, though. You're quite spiritually low, quite depleted. You might be feeling a little bit, you know, if you're carrying around this much in the way of wands and you're not sleeping well, this would say to me that you're feeling pretty drained and unable to move forward here. I feel this energy greatly this morning. Somebody's doing it really tough here. Because it's almost like they just keep thinking, I just don't have the power, I don't have the energy anymore to move forward. And the fact that Spirit's just raised that memory for me. Somebody's really scared to move on here. There's a lot of conflict around them at the moment. This can be internal conflict as well as like external conflict and bickering. But someone's really up in their head. You will move on though, because I have the Three of Wands here. So something's going to be offered to you to help you move forward. Because you've got an offer here. You've got an offer coming in and something is trying to move you forward here because you're waiting for these ships to come in. And it could be the money. You could be offered some sort of financial relief, yeah, because it gives you that stability or that security to move forward. Okay, recap. Okay, so we got the Ten of Pentacles under the cards. To me, there's someone ready to walk away from something. I don't know what it is. It's created a lot of burdens, sleepless nights, a feeling of spiritual emptiness. Some sort of decision has to be made. And the universe is saying you actually can manifest what you need at the moment. And in manifesting, you're bringing in some sort of offer. But the conflict here, the conflict is quite great. And I think this is internal conflict. It could be external, it could be both. But you're definitely moving forward here. And this money here in the Page of Pentacles, to me, it looks like you might be able to do something with it. So there are some of you out there that are trying to move away from some sort of relationship here. I feel that somebody's going to come in. Maybe they offer you a place to stay. Maybe they offer you a place that's stable. But with the Page of Pentacles here, this is a stable offer. Now, both of these are pages, so we're not talking about something long-term, but it could be someone's, said to you, if you need to get away, you can stay at my place for a short term. I don't have a lot of room, but, this is good. And this offer is good for you because it is an offer that is stable. Now, it could be coming from a relative because we have that cups there, the Page of Cups. So it could be someone who's very close to you that's offering this sort of like out for you. I'll pull you an oracle card. I'm a little bit quiet this morning, a little bit reserved. I did a lot of dreaming last night, but I find when the moon is full for like a few days before and a few days afterwards, I'm really dream a lot, and I do dream a lot anyway. So okay, so I have the card of the anti-hero here. God, I can't even get myself organized. The anti-hero, now that is the card of the maverick, the risk taker and rule breaker, which is probably quite appropriate here. So the meaning of this card, it says you are displaying to humans who are thinking too much in boxes with labels that those who do good are not always going to fit a cultural stereotype. Interesting. It says your individuality is a gift from the divine. You are the only person on the planet like you. You truly are here for a purpose. And you truly are needed here. No matter how modest this purpose, do it well, do it with all your heart, and there will be no more loneliness. So I think what they're saying here is you need to understand that you're important, that you're valuable as yourself, and that if you're in a position here where you can't get away, you can do yourself and the world much more good by moving on from this situation. And maybe, if you've been putting up with a lot of stress and worry and whatever else, sometimes we end up losing who we are here. If you're in a abusive relationship or controlling relationship where you've constantly been told that you're not worthy, sometimes you start to unconsciously believe what you're being told. And I feel like the Spirit is saying to you that you need to remember who you are and you need to move forward. But anyway, I hope that helps someone today. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.